Hey guys. It's back. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the pinpointers.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 $half. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. We are back at it. It is July 4th, and here we are back at the school that I detected on this side of the fence and found the mercury dimes, the Indian head penny, the cool token, all that stuff. And I have my little mini tripod hanging on the fence on that side of the fence. My last video, if you take a look at that, you'll see I found all those cool relics, the Chinese coin from the 1700s, tokens, all kinds of cool stuff. Just amazing to find at this day and age that a school that 3 weeks ago I came to because I thought I was going to get rained on and I just wanted someplace to go for an hour. I found all that, so I'm back at it. Why am I back here today though? Last video, just before we left, I had decided to try something. There's a lot of EMI here. I've got major power lines that way. I've got a school that way. I've got a restaurant and storage facility back here, neighborhood back there. So all around me is a lot of EMI, and on the multi-frequency it's chattery if you try to turn your sensitivity up too high. So I had decided, you know, what the heck, let me try something. Let me go to a single frequency. Tried 5 kilohertz, still chattery. 10 kilohertz, clear as a bell. And that's still a low enough frequency, I'm going to get some very high conductivity targets out of it. Your silvers, your coppers, your brass, and stuff like that at depth. And I went through an area I had just gridded and detected carefully, and within 20 minutes I found 4 more wheat pennies, and I don't know what else I found. It was, I couldn't believe it. I was amazed. So I decided to come back here today to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to give you guys some of the views and sounds that I get, so you can see what I'm choosing to dig and what I'm choosing not to as well. I'm going to go to 10 kilohertz. I'm going to drop my recovery speed. I think I'm running at 5 right now. I'm going to drop it back to 3, which I swing slow in this area, so that shouldn't change the way I have to swing, so it should be okay. And I'm going to change my iron bias. I'm going to try going all the way down to 0 on that, which I had been running about 3 here because there's so much iron. Trying to get that little bit of extra depth to see if I can clear up that signal and bring to life some new ground here and find some additional items. You know, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day. Mild temperatures. Humidity is through the roof right now though, so I've already got my sweatband and everything on and ready to go. But we're going to see what we can find. So stay tuned and fingers crossed. Right here where my glove is. Actually, right where the fingers of my gloves are. No matter which way I go, I have a nice signal there. If I pinpoint it, it does a little bit weird there. So let's dig that up. The last couple of times I've had signals like that, they've turned out to be foil. So let's give this a try and see what we get. Okay, we finally have a signal that didn't disappear as soon as I pulled the plug. It's down there. You can't really see it down there. Let me get you a little closer to the lip. Let's see if I can get my tripod to stay still. So something right down there. I'm off center of it, so that could be indication that it's iron. Okay, that's different. Maybe I just missed. I think we might have just a nail or something here. Ground is really dry. We need a bit of a rain. Yep. We got some chain link fence. Not chain link, but part of fencing material. Darn. Okay. Well, they can't always be winners, I guess. Let's keep going. Alright, this was pretty deep. I got something right there in that little clump. I can see the ground is a little bit discolored there too. See, it's a different color. It's a little bit gray. So, and I'm not seeing anything peeking through. Of course, this could be just a compressed lump of foil too. Oh, I see a little post thing here. I think it might be just... It's just a shard of something or other. Piece of copper. Just a piece of copper. Huh. We picked it out of there though. It came in really clear. I mean, there was no doubt about it. So I guess keep going. Well, I don't have to question whether I can get the small deep objects right now with these settings, because there's the pinpointer. It's pretty deep down there, and I just pulled this tiny little thing out right here. Looks to be part of a pin of some sort. That is interesting. Let me get a brush on it real quick and see if I can get more detail. Well, didn't expect that. I think it might have held stones at one point. Probably just glass. And it looks like a pin. Definitely. But that's got some age to it. This was down there a long time. Very cool. So there's still stuff out here to be had. I'm just looking for the teeniest, tiniest stuff is all. And this came in actually pretty doggone clear. I'm really surprised to be probably 6 to 7 inches down. So let's keep going. Well, that's different. I got a slamming signal. Got down, uncovered that, and it's freaking orange. What the heck is this? Five? Looks like brass. 5 something or other. It's a foreign coin of some sort, I think. Hang on, let me clean it up a little bit here. Okay, 5. I swear that says 5 cents there. Singapore. 1995? Are you kidding me? How does that get so deep? A 5 cent, a Singapore nickel. I mean, that is definitely cool, but how does that get down there so deep? Good grief. Well, other than that, I found a nickel right at the end, and that Singapore nickel. I guess 2 nickels I found, from different countries. We didn't have that much luck on that side of the fence, so we came over to this side of the fence. We're going to see what happens here. There's a little bit of a shade. I think it's going to disappear on me in an hour or two, but we're gonna see what we can do anyway. It's going to get real hot, so not sure if I'm gonna go past an hour and a half-ish. We're gonna find out. Let's go digging. Ooh, it's hard to find a good angle with the sun here. I have a nickel that when I just flipped it off, I uncovered it with my pinpointer. It looks to have a shine to it. If so, if this is a war nickel, this will only be my second one ever. So wish me luck here. Let's see what we got. That's still down there. It was right here, and as I put my pinpointer, I flipped it up over there, and it was way down in the corner there. But look at that. It's got shine to it. Yes, I've got a war nickel. 45 war nickel, sweet. That's only my second one out ever. But that's yet another piece of silver out of here. And you know, it's not high grade silver, but yet another. 10 kilohertz, killing it. Dang. This one actually sounded like a really, really crappy signal. I thought I was digging one of those pencil toppers again, but apparently not. This has got like a steamboat or something on it. It's a ring. I think it's just a kid's ring. Well, maybe it's got a little bit of weight to it. Hang on, let me brush it off real quick. I am not so sure about this one. There's no markings inside to indicate that it's silver that I can see, but this has got a little bit of weight to it. It feels like it's heavier than aluminum. We'll take a better look when we get home. That is a really cool find. I almost didn't dig that because it sounded so crappy, but I'm digging those crappy signals, and I'm not doing too bad. It is god-awful hot right now, though. I am roasting. It is only 10:35 too, so let's keep going for a little bit while I can. Alrighty, let me turn my headphones off here real quick and turn that off. Let me show you. That's the kind of numbers we're looking for right there. So let's dig it and find out what it is. It's in the plug. It's pretty shallow. By the type of numbers we're looking for, by the way, I don't mean those numbers. I mean numbers that don't jump around or don't disappear. If you go this way and you get one signal, and you go this way and it disappears, that's usually an iron nail or something. Since this is shallow, it's probably just going to be junk or a zinc penny perhaps. And there we go. Looks like a piece of junk. But those are the kind of signals I'm looking for, and I'm digging. I am at that point where when I dig a plug, I sit down on the ground to do it, or to uncover my finds, as though heat is just taking it out of me. I'm staying hydrated. I'm almost done with my water bottle, but I'm almost done detecting too. I've drank almost half a gallon of water. It's probably pushing 90 right now, and it is 12:24. I've been out since, what was it, just before 8 this morning. I just found, with the 10 kilohertz, in a plug, or right next to, as in an inch from a plug I'd already dug, I found myself a wheat. Let's take a look. See, there's the plug right there that I had already dug. That's the new plug that was right next to it, and this wheat was kind of like right in the middle of the two. Sorry, I had to look. There was something flapping I heard. There's some guy with flags or something on the back of his truck. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a date off that for you. And we have us a 1929. We got a nice early one. You can see a gnat crawling on me there too. There's a bunch of gnats flying around me. One more wheat penny. I am almost done, and then I am going to go get some lunch and a shower. So that's kind of sort of the end of the hunt, it looks like. Um, about 4 hours or so I was out there, and I came away with some interesting items. I did get to confirm that the 10 kilohertz, the single frequency mode on the Equinox, is quite capable. It can go deep, it can find some small items like this, and like this tiny little thing. I'm really surprised at this. That sucker was deep too. Um, and even little things like these tiny little buttons. It's a modern button, but it was down there a ways. That's a cool site to have available for metal detectorists too, because I want to be able to go back there now that I have detected the heck out of it and test various settings and things like that. So I can go back. I don't usually do much in the way of programming on the metal detector. The modes for the Equinox that the factory set up are very, very good. I have detected this. What I was using is Park 1 in 50-tone mode, and I would play with my iron bias. I have auto ground tracking on, and I would play with my recovery speed a little bit. I keep my recovery speed low. I swing slow to give me a little bit more depth. And in 10 kilohertz, I found out that there is no iron bias apparently, because it wouldn't even let me go to that spot on the menu. So I'm going to have the opportunity to play around. I know I've been over this, especially one certain area where I found a lot of concentration of stuff. I'm going to get the opportunity to go back and detect that area again. And I'm going to try some of these settings and programs and things that people have out there and see if they're any good. And those will all come in the future. But for right now, let's see what we got this time around. This time around, this is what we came away with. And I apologize, in the background I got my dishwasher going. This is just some various pieces of junk up here, that little button. This is, if you remember the piece from the last, or one of my last videos I had, where I found all the stuff there was that reverse impression, like a printing plate thing. This is banded like it could be a piece off of something like that. Didn't know what this was for a bit, and then it looked familiar, but then it dawned on me. It's a picture hanger. This is, you put your big nail in the wall, and this is where your wire goes over to hang a heavy, heavy picture. Not sure where that's from or if it's anything important at all. It just looked like something I should inspect closer. That is a pen or pencil top, probably a pen. That's an older one because they don't make them that heavy these days. Got some stuff that wanted to be older, although the 41 nickel is older. That's prior to the war nickels coming out. Some clad. Got this. This is really cool. See if we can do a little bit of a close-up here. That's got some age to it. I can't tell if there were stones or just some sort of decorative thing in there. Probably some stones glued in, and it was a pin of some sort. I'm guessing that might go back to the 20s or 30s or something. Got my war nickel, 1945S. Only my second one ever. Very pleased with that. 1920 wheat. This might be a little bit hard to see. It's Singapore. If I turn it the right way. And it says 5 cents up the top. I'm going to move this off to the side and see. Maybe I'll put a picture up here for you guys to see what it really looks like. Very cool. Super deep. This was, there were 90 million minted in 1995, and it's made of aluminum and bronze. And this, I really like this. I'm going to put this off to the side too and show you a good picture of this. No markings of any kind, so I can identify what the ship is. But that's really cool. It almost looks like it was made out of a squished nickel or something. If you look at the bottom there closely, it almost looks like a lip, but it could be just where it was reverse stamped. I don't know. It's really cool though. I like this. I don't know where that would have come from or what it's for, but I think it's really cool. And I'm very happy to have that. So that's it for now. That is the Equinox in 10 kilohertz mode, single frequency. Came away with some good stuff, and I'll let you know when I get back out there to try a different programmer setting, and we'll see how we do. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and share this. Let other people know. I'm still working on getting 1,000 subscribers. I know I'm just a little bit detectorist out there, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. So don't hesitate to share and spread our passion and our the joy at getting out and doing what we do. Talk to you guys later.